Sit! Sit, lay. Hi! Welcome to another Dwarven Tavern review. I'm sitting here arguing with my magic sword, Steve. And we are doing a review of the HackMaster Hacklopedia of Beasts. And believe me, with some of these guys, you need a trusty sword to face off with some of these guys. For example, the Mummy Lord, and I will show you this. The Mummy Lord, if I can find it, Steve, down. The Royal Mummy here on page 229. The Royal Mummy has a damage reduction of 28. Right. So, with the rest of this book, we're going over the originality, the creativity, and ultimately the playability, which is what we do here on the tavern, to give it its full 5 acts or less potential. So, with the originality, again, with what we did with the other book, with the this guy here, the Player's Handbook, I'd like to mention that this was originally, I'm not really sure. I'm sure they did it on purpose, but I don't really know the history of this particular game. I'll have to talk to Jolly about that. But this game is based on first, second edition Dungeons and Dragons, and a lot of the monsters in this book are very similar, including the cats. And the only thing missing in this book, there are some things. I mean, it's a large amount of overlap. I'll put it this way. The only thing not in this book are guess what's not in this book? Dragons. There's no dragons in this book.
No way.
I guess I'll have to name it Stephanie instead of Steve. I thought it was a guy. Anyway, yes, way. This book does not have the dragon in it. It has a Verm, like the fire Verm, only it's not a line of barbarian bear tribes. What movie is that from? And it also has drakes, which are very similar to dragons in that they have 4 legs. Reptilian, obviously, have 4 legs, and actually I can show you a picture of it. The drake here is right here on page 90. Okay, the drake. Okay, and they come in multiple colors, but it depends on what they eat. That's what determines their color. So their outside color, I guess their inside color is red. And so a lot of the monsters overlap with the first, second edition monster manuals. A lot of the same creatures: hobgoblins, orcs, ogres, etc. But they have done something with this that I thought was incredibly original. And I'll see if I can find here. Okay. They have a number of explorers and documenters, fictional or possibly real. We don't know. I'll have to interview them if they're real. But we have a number of fictional explorers who have written journal entries about the monsters in the book. For example, this particular one, and I'll see if I can find the dude who did it. Their field researchers, Doran Randrill, okay, is this guy. Okay, Doran Randrill, and they have a list of the field researchers in the book. Okay, that suspension of disbelief is strong in this book. The force is strong in this one. Right, what movie is that from, huh? And so, in this particular instance, on page 63, we have My Journey to the Valley of the Centaurs by Doran Randrill. And he talks about, he just gives a little story about the centaurs. And I was surprised to find him one of the larger centaurs, the horse form being thick-legged, with a muscular body and a handsome blue roan shade marked with 4 black stockings and a saddle stripe across his back, etc. So I'm sure that's not how he talks. He looks more like, I was surprised to find one of the largest. No, I'm just kidding. So throughout the book, they have listed the different researchers' notes on things. Not every section has one, or not every creature has one, but it's spaced enough throughout to give you a serious, cool flavor that this is not. It's not just a monster. It's just not just a monster manual. It's an actual tome of information. And so forth. So it's incredibly cool, very, very, very original. I thought. Of course, this also harkens back to the time when the Dragon magazines made the Ecology of series in the old Dragon magazines. A lot of that is in here, but done up cool. So, in the creativity part of it, yeah, again, full marks because it's very creative. The artwork is creative. The way it's presented is creative. Weasels of Woe, a hard lesson learned by one of the older field researchers. And it goes on about the various lessons that he learned from were-rats, perhaps, because were-rat is the next thing. So yeah, and the creativity of it is right out there. I mean, it is top notch. I really, really enjoyed the creativity. Now, as far as the playability goes, this book is not just for the HackMaster. I'm going to be employing it in some of my other games, some of my other campaigns and such for some of my other games. Obviously, the D20 games. I mean, there's some things in here that would go in good with D20 Past, and some of the things that would work with even D20 Future on far and distant planets. It's compatible enough with the rules to make them a very, very dangerous assortment of beasts. So playability, again, full marks. It's right up there. I give it a full 1 mark. You'll get your time. You'll get your turn, mighty sword, Steve or Stephanie, or whatever your name is. And so, all in all, it's a top-notch book. I mean, it's worth every penny that it's paid. And I love doing positive reviews. I hate using this guy on the books, which there have been a couple. There have been a few in the past that have had a few marks on them and not full marks of axes. The bad max, the bad, you know what I'm talking about. So, this is the Hacklopedia of Beasts from HackMaster, and don't forget to look them up at www.Kenzerco, right? Kenzerco, is that a yes? Okay, Kenzerco.com, and don't forget to look us up at www.dwarventavern.net. And don't forget to give us a like and please subscribe. We love our subscribers. And don't forget to keep playing. And remember, we want for you to wish for nothing but adventure. And at first I feared it, then I charged. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. 5 Axes right here.